All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Okay, let's get into action. So today we are still going to look at this interesting part and then the analysis. We did the analysis somewhere, what's the name? Somewhere last week. No, that was Monday, sorry. Yeah, so we did the analysis on Monday, and I told you what you should be expecting. And in fact, everything I told you has played out exactly the same. Nothing changed, right? Price always does the same things. Price always does the same thing. Okay, so for you to be able to understand some of these things, it's very, very simple, very interesting. Very, very simple, very, very interesting how we get these things going. All right, at this point, let's dive into the whole action. Okay. All right. So first, we will start with the analysis. All right. First, we'll start with the analysis. Then we move on to what is happening? Uh, okay. Once it's a response, I would continue from there. All right. So that's basically it. Let's get into the action. So I told you guys earlier on that price is doing these things. Okay, is doing these things. Let's go to 4 hour and we are going to look at it. Okay, so inside the 4 hour, this what we have. It looks like price have shifted a little bit. All right, this is what we have at this point. I'm still looking at this last few weeks, but that will change this wave count. That will change this ABC to probably a WXY or maybe even a triangle, right? So that's basically it. So let's get into that. Let's get into that. Let's get into that. So um, I don't know why this screen, something is really happening on my other screen. It's just freezing. I want to send a link, but it's really not responding. I don't know what is really happening there. Maybe I have to restart the whole WhatsApp application. Okay, so let's get it going. Let's get it going. All right, so now I've already explained these things with one, with two, with three, with four, and I'm expecting with five. But at this point, the way price moved, right? The way price moved looks like probably we may not have that with five. We may, okay, we may not have it. Our level of invalidation is still here on a higher time frame. This is the level of invalidation. So this level, when price gets above here, it has invalidated a whole structure. Okay, when price gets above here, it has invalidated a whole structure. But if price does not go above this level, we're still inside the structure based on EW, right? We're still inside the structure. Nothing has really happened to the structure. Okay, nothing really has happened to the structure. Nothing. So it has not changed. However, this ABC will change slightly. Okay, this ABC will change. So we will change it slightly. It can be a W, X, Y, X, and Z. I don't know, right? It can even be a triangle. So let's check it out. We're going to check it out, what probably is happening. First of all, let me draw this. All right, and let me try this also. Okay, so this looks to me like a nice triangle, right? And if that is the case, then we need to check out for certain things. The first thing we need to check out for is divergence. Triangles always come with divergence, right? Especially the triangle that we are looking at, okay? And this triangle is giving me two different ideas at this point, two different ideas. This can be a leading diagonal, and if that is the case, then it means that price is actually up. Okay, price is actually up. Right. So we have this to be like this. That is 1 with 2 with 3 with 4 and then with 5. And price will start an ABC correction and then go up. Okay, so this 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then this goes to ABC correction like this. So all of these will be with 1 and all of these will be with 2, and price will go up. Okay, what can also happen? It can also happen that all of that is just the waveform, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. And then we'll start 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 before we go to the back. We'll go outside. So all the possibilities can play out. All the possibilities, both of them can play out. So I keep saying, this all the time. I keep saying this all the time. It happens all the time, right? It happens all the time. All you need to do is just follow. It's an idea. It's a, it's a, it's a, it's like a reading. You get it? It's just like that. So all you need to do is you just need to follow. That's all you need to do. Follow and follow and follow. Okay? Perfect. So with this EW, we're just looking at it in this kind of way for now till things get a little bit clearer. But we'll still be expecting that wave 5, right? We'll still be expecting that wave 5. Now let's get into the SMC. SMC has given us this sell opportunity right here. This sell opportunity. And Tim and I were talking about it this morning, but we missed it. We missed it because it happened early in the morning. That time I'm not even awake. Right? It happened early in the morning. Okay. All right. So let's continue. Let's continue. What is happening from this screen at all that I can't even put a finger on? All right. Let's get it going. So from that, we're expecting something to happen. We're expecting something to happen. And right from here, I can see this EPOI. This EPOI. So this EPOI, I think, is what we just triggered. Right? If that is the case, then this goes into our model, which we call HFT bounce. All right, it goes into that model, and it means that we would have more cells to come. Okay, yeah, and we are going to trade from the higher time frame, which is the 5 minutes. This swing is confirmed, so 5 minutes probably there's a POI or a buy here. Yeah. So once we break, then it becomes a complete sell. It becomes a complete sell. For now, sales is the main direction. For now, sell is the main direction. So once we break through here, this swing will be confirmed in green. In fact, let me confirm it. Let me check it. Let me check it from here. Let me check it from here. Okay, so 5 minutes. Swing is not yet confirmed, but I just confirmed it. All right, swing is not yet confirmed. Okay. Sometimes when we do things, people will be like, Doc, this thing is not like that. This thing is like this. And this POI, we've drawn it, I think, on Monday. I told you we need to watch it carefully. This POI, this very one. We need to watch it carefully, right? Yeah. And once we get there, price may play some kind of fun stuff on that area. And that is what has happened today. So now that we are actually coming from this, would now tend to an XPOI. It will turn into an XPOI. It's not an EPOI anymore. It's an XPOI. Right? Perfect. So now we're expecting, if you check the 5 minutes, like I said, there is a buy here. Buy here. Okay, you see, price is actually responding. Price is actually responding. So this is the OB. This is the OB. Price is responding. But like I said, because we are coming from a higher time frame, it means that you have to be very, very careful, right? This is coming, this is a POI, strong POI from the higher time frame. So you have to be very careful when you are taking the buy. Okay, because price can shift to the downside. It can just shift to the downside. I don't know what is happening to my WhatsApp. I just have to join. I just have to join this thing with different accounts on WhatsApp. So that's basically it. We can see it clearly here. Okay, this is a POI, but like I'm telling you, we are coming from a stronger one, so we can break this very easily. We can break it. I've even confirmed the swing already. So once we confirm, it means that from then more sales should happen. Right? I've already explained the other aspect of it from the EW. Okay, EW, I've explained what we should be looking out for. Price is just doing this and probably going all the way down to that wave 5 I keep talking about. Right, that wave 5 I keep talking about. Okay, no, it should be here like this. Yeah, it should be like this. So now when they come down, they join. In fact, I have to draw it again. So they will come down, join, up, 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 then they drop, up, 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 they drop, and then they start all over. Okay, so this still exists. Don't think that this idea has changed. No, this idea has not changed. It still remains the same. Like I said, this is the level of invalidation. So if that is the case, the only thing that will change is the level of invalidation. Once we break through the level of invalidation, then it changes. That is why we use the SMC to pick some of the trades to balance ourselves within. Elliott wave is a very good forecasting tool that helps you to forecast. Your voice is not that loud. It's very thin. Wow. I don't know. I've actually increased every single thing that I need to, and usually there's the same, what's the name? These are the same settings I use all the time. Anyways, let me try something. This for the speakers. Okay. All right. Or we shifted to the headset. Okay. I'll be working on that by the side. Second. All right. So like I told you earlier on, this is still the same. Okay. This idea has not changed. However, trading it is different. Okay, trading it is very, very different. We get the idea, but how to trade it, that is where a lot of you have problems. Okay, yeah. So if you watch, you will see that all the areas I mark on the chart, actually an action happens around those areas. An action happens all the time. All right, all the time an action happens. This 1,400 pips, very simple swift move. Okay, very simple. Right from the POI. This was actually a 15-minute trade from here. And all of these things, we've drawn all of them already. It's not like we are now drawing them. We draw them already. Currently, let me organize a new POI. So this POI right here, we've already mitigated it fully. So it means that we'll go to this one. So if you don't understand how I'm actually confirming the POIs and all of that, don't worry. There is a video that I have done in one of the analysis where I explain in detail how you will be able to do that. Okay, yeah. Like I said, we are also looking at making short videos on how to trade SMC correctly, right? Yeah, a lot of people actually have so many stuff. Those stuff, some work, some don't work. But this one, I can show you the data. The data does not lie. The data is there. And the data is pointing that everything looks very, very organized. Okay? Yeah, very, very organized. We'll come to the data of the challenge and how the challenge is going so far. Okay? Let's get into it. Settings. Let me get into my settings quickly. Okay, so I'm getting to my settings quickly, and then I'm going to take it from there. Okay. Oh, all right. All right. Let's get into the action. So, like I told you guys earlier on, this is what we call the HFT bounce. Price is actually bouncing off a strong level, right? A strong level. Yeah. So, I'm actually confirming the headset. Where is microphone? I can't find the microphone. Oh, I don't know. Guys, can you manage for the meantime? Can you manage for the meantime? If it is a little bit okay, just let's manage for the meantime so that I will not be so distracted, right? Wahid, are you okay? Wahid, so that I don't cause more harm, right? It's just my voice is very faint. I'm trying to I can't find the stickers, or I can't find all those ones. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm actually on the seats and I'm checking, I couldn't find them. Okay, sound. Let's get into sound. Yeah, output, input, V8. Yeah, I think it's like that. I think it's like that. The volume, okay. I think I've seen that. Come up now, guys. Volume, volume, volume. Is it okay now? Is the volume okay? All right. I think we should be okay now. Can you hear me? Guys, can you hear me? Guys, can you hear me now? Is it loud and clear? I think it should be fixed by now. If you can hear me, it should be very, very okay. It should be very, very okay from here now. All right, let's continue. Let's continue. Okay. Guys, I want to see because I've checked. I want to see if actually it's 100% now. Because I can see that the volume is actually up from this side. All right, so if you can also hear me loud and clear, let me know. Okay, perfect. So um identifying the POIs, if you don't know how to do that, you can actually watch the video, and then you understand how we actually confirm the POIs. Okay, yeah, it says it's better now. All right, so then let's continue then. So that's basically it. So you just watch the video and understand. In fact, we'll make an actual video to explain how it really, really works. Okay, yeah, we'll take our time to explain that, so that when you are when you are watching, you can follow through what we are doing from this side. You can follow through. Okay, you can actually follow through. All right, so let's get into it. So currently this side, like I said, there is a buy somewhere hidden somewhere here, but that buy can be a very weak buy. So when you are going to buy, you have to be very, very careful, right? Because that can be a very weak buy. Our strong buy is, sorry, we don't have a strong buy currently here. Okay, if we should even get one, it should be around here, somewhere here or here. Okay, I don't want to confirm it now so that we get confused. So let's get into it. So we are getting an HFT bounce off this time frame. We've confirmed the swing and the sell has already started. Okay, so it means that we should be expecting a lot of sales to come up from here, a lot of sales to come up from here. So if that is the case, then we should also be looking at certain things. Very, very important. See, when we are trading, okay, your mind actually is working very fast. So you need to know a lot of things. That is why the last time we did profiling, and today we will continue with the profiles. Right? We'll continue with the profiles. Let's continue. Let's continue with the market profile. All right. So I said choose the indicator Lezargo, sessions by Lezargo. Okay, sessions by Lezargo. This very one. If you also have a very good sessions indicator, you can use them. Right? Yeah. But the best is you knowing it yourself. You have to just know it. Okay, know the sessions. You have to just know them. All right. There's one more thing. I actually like certain things. Okay, so this one should be out. That one also should be out. Now it should look clean and neat. I don't need Australia. All right, don't need Australia. Good. So the last time you remember, I told you something. Last time you remember, I told you something. Okay, and what did I say? I told you guys that the sessions is programmed on Asia. Okay, so everything that happens in Asia. All right, every single thing. In fact, let me draw um, this thing that we all learn. Okay, they call it accumulation. The market will accumulate like this, straight line. Then what happens? Market will manipulate, then distribute. In fact, let me draw it well. So manipulation, then distribution. Okay? Accumulation, manipulation, and then what? Distribution. All right? And we can do the same things using the profile or the sessions. Okay, so market can do all of these things. And this works so clean. We've looked at the first one. The first one is that Asia accumulates. Asia accumulates. So Asia accumulates. Okay. New York manipulates. Sorry, London will manipulate and New York will distribute. It happens all the time. And we're going to understand this part. This is, I think, the third session. But for now, we're just understanding the profile. For now, we're just understanding the profile. So the first profile is what we have spoken about. The first one. The first one is what we have spoken about. So I made three distinctions. I showed you three things. First one, before we move on, where's the rectangle? So the first one, I told you that Asia, all right, New York will either break one side. So the first 1 hour, 30 minutes to 2 hours. Okay, 1 hour, 30 minutes to 2 hours. Something will happen. What is the time from 30 minutes? Okay. So the first 30 minutes, with 1 hour, 30 minutes, something will happen. And that is what makes the whole move. So once you understand this, right? Bingo. So it can also happen in the other side, which is like this. All right, it can also happen in the other side. So the first 1 hour, 30 minutes, one of these things should happen. One of them should happen. The first 1 hour, 30 minutes, one should happen. Or the third one. Sorry, the second one. The second one is what we call the landing compression. This time around, the first 1 hour, 30 minutes, nothing happens. Okay, so London expansion, London expansion and London compression. We have London expansion and London compression. I explained this clearly the last time. So this is London expansion. It means that the first 1 hour, 30 minutes to 2 hours, London would break the low of Asia. Then it will expand. It will start selling in that direction. So this is what it looks like. Or the first 1 hour, 30 minutes, London will break the high of Asia and it will buy. It will expand. Right? Or second one, London will not break the high and it will not break the low. It will compress. So London compression. This is what we discussed the last time. In fact, today we are going to look at the third one. And the third one, they call it seek and destroy. Seek and destroy. The name is so interesting. Seek and destroy. It seeks and destroys. When that happens, that is the most confusing state about profiling. The most confusing state about profiling is seek and destroy. Okay? All right. What happens? The first 1 hour, 30 minutes, London would break the low. When it is done, it will break the high. When this happens, within the first 1 hour, 30 minutes to 2 hours, when this happens, the whole day will be seek and destroy. It will just be buying and selling. It will not do anything. Market will not do anything. Okay? These are profiles. These are profiles, and they have been working like that for some time. Last time I actually explained, I showed you how these profiles even looks like. Right? So this seek and destroy. This one. Let's go and look at how that also plays out. So let's go into the profiles. Let's go into the profile. All right, so let's start. This was Asia, and you see what happened? You see what happened? We broke the high. Okay, we've not started trading, so for now I will not talk about this. You see, the first 1 hour 30 minutes we broke the high, price continued, and then later fall, which is perfectly fine. It happens to every strategy. But once you understand the concept, you can actually apply it properly. Okay. And then Asia, we couldn't break the high, we couldn't break the low. So what happened? We compressed. London was compressed. You can see London compression, right? Yeah. Asia, we broke the high, and then London continues. London expand. Asia, oh sorry. Okay, so this one we didn't. London compressed before New York started taking over. In fact, let me take out New York for now. We will bring New York back so that you guys can see and understand the whole concept, right? So that you will see it clearly and understand. So you see, the first 1 hour 30 minutes, 2 hours, we break the up, then we continue. The first 1 hour 30 minutes, we didn't do anything. We didn't break the up, we didn't break the low. So we compressed within London. And perfect. First 1 hour 30 minutes, we didn't do anything. The price managed to move up. First 1 hour 30 minutes, we broke and we continued. So you can see, you cannot use this on its own. Just understand that, right? We have models or strategies that we can put together, and then you can start to see. See, London actually compressed, right? First 1 hour 30 minutes we broke, London continues. So you can see it, Okay, you can see it. Now let's look for seek and destroy. Seek and destroy. Seek and destroy is when market breaks both the highs and then the lows within the first 1 hour 30 minutes. Okay, the first 1 hour 30 minutes. So we would land in compression. Perfect. Okay, this was almost close but was not. Like you can see it. Okay, once I saw seek and destroy on 15 minutes. I can't exactly point the area, but it was only once that I have seen seek and destroy myself. Only once, right? Only once. Yeah, since I started monitoring and viewing these profiles. Okay, now how do you trade with this? That is where a lot of you will be asking questions. So doc, now I know this thing, how do I trade it? Okay, good. Now that you know this, you can use it at a very good advantage. And that is where we would introduce something called the CRT model, the candle range theory, the candle range theory. That's where we would apply that. Okay, yeah. So we would be looking at the candle range theory. We'll be looking at the candle range theory very, very shortly. Okay, should we do it today or we should do it some other time? Now that we have seen the 3 different types of profiling, we can be looking at the candle range theory, the candle range theory, the candle range theory, CRT. Okay, and the CRT will break down the early thing I said about the AMD. Okay, the AMD, accumulation, manipulation, distribution, CRT. So the CRT would explain, it will make you to understand how these phases works like. So now when you find a CRT, you can use it. And then with the CRT, we also have another thing called the scoop. All right. Yeah, the scoop, the single candle order block. So at this point, I think we should call it a day. We'll come again on Friday, where I'm going to go into the CRT in detail. Right? Yeah. So guys, if you have any questions, you can type it in the comment section. If there are no questions, then I think we should call it a day. We'll come again. We'll come again on Friday. If you have any questions, please put in the comment section, and then I will answer that. Now let's get into the challenge. How are we doing? Okay, so the challenge. We're still on the challenge, and all you need to do to join the challenge is just deposit and trade. That's all you need to do. You don't need to do anything, just deposit and trade. Okay, just deposit and trade, deposit and trade. That's all. All right, perfect. Now let's get into the challenge. Let's get into the challenge. So let me bring this one here. Why am I dragging? Is not working. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, browser inside a browser. So let me remove this browser and that browser. I remove this thing. So I have a browser inside a browser. Let me close this browser because that's not what I'm going to use. All right. So we're still on a challenge, and we are moving slowly according to the plan. And you can see that we are at $410. We've now passed 100%. We started with 200, 410, 100%. Zero risk. We are not risking. If you are in the challenge, you will know that this very challenge, we're actually moving very slow, gentle than normal, right? Yeah. So we're actually there. We're moving slowly, but everything is working perfectly fine. Okay. So today we should be around $434. And what is our target for today? Our target for today, we should make $55.18. If we make this, we would be ahead of the challenge, right? If we make, oh, sorry, 473, yeah. If we make that 55, we would be ahead of the challenge. We'll be way ahead, right? So it means that we're moving slowly. You can see we're moving slowly. Some of the days we don't even have trades, but we are moving slowly. Yesterday we made I think $33 or so. Yeah. So yesterday we made some money, and that actually pushed that, right? That's all. So if you are in the challenge and you are following, you will see that we are not rushing. We are moving very slow, very, very slow, but we are progressing. Okay, we are really progressing. We've made 100%. Some people wanted to make this money within one day. They lose their account. Hedge funds don't do that. Big players don't do that, right? So you move slowly but sure. You will still get there. Okay, yeah, I told you guys what I did and what changed. I told myself, or I asked myself, you have been rushing to make $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, and you keep losing your money. Why wouldn't you slow down and move slowly instead of moving faster? And when I did that, things started to change. Right? Things started to change. It really, really changed. So guys, don't also rush. Just move slow. Very, very slow. Okay? Just move very, very slow. And you're going to see the results. Right? Perfect. So today's target, we are $55.18. 23 days left. We're still going. We are left with 23 days to go. So we're still going. All right? We're still going. So let's continue. Let's continue, and we're going to be where we actually want to be. Where we want to be, we will be there. You don't need to rush. You will still be there. Okay? You don't need to rush. You will still be there. If you are rushing, the only thing that it does is that it will help you crash your account. And when you lose your account. But if you are not rushing, you move slowly, and you will get to your point. And that's exactly what we are doing. We are not rushing. We are just moving slowly, but we are moving. We are now at $410, and our target for today is $55, right? Once we make that 55, we would be back in the challenge at 473. Okay, so we are behind just like one day, right? And once we make that profit, we would come up by 9th April. All right, by 9th April, we will be around the $500. By next week, we would be around the $1,000. And people will be like, how did you guys get there? When we started, you weren't seeing the pace. You weren't watching. You are not following until we get there. So let's take it slowly. Let's continue. Let's take it slowly. Let's continue. And then we're going to see how powerful this will be, like $200 to $5,000. We are almost there. We've not hit any milestone yet. I think we have achieved the first milestone. Oh no, we've not achieved the first milestone, right? That is getting to 990. That will be maybe from next week. Okay, yeah. In fact, we have so many stuff in this model. I don't want to discuss about this model anymore. We've even included an AI system. We've even included an AI system. You can see an AI in there. We've even included an AI. Right? Yeah. Very soon, all of you, be very, very patient, guys. Very soon, all of you, you are going to get the stuff. You are going to get it. Okay? Yeah, you're going to get it. All right. You can build your own trading journal. You can build your own trading journals. You can build your own trading models inside this very model or inside this very trading journal. It's a very good trading journal. It actually helps analyze almost every single thing you think of, right? It helps you analyze every single thing. Now we need a lot of data to check how much trades we can make on a particular time frame in a day. Currently, we know that on the 5 minutes, we can make about 2 to 4 trades in a day. All right. So averagely, we'll be making about 2 trades in a day, averagely, on a 5-minute time frame. So the system is actually telling us what we should be looking out for each and every single time. And then the AI also keep telling us what we can upgrade. Okay? Yeah, the more data we are getting, the AI, the Claude AI actually helps us to understand what we should upgrade. Okay? Yeah. We incorporated Gemini. Gemini AI also helps. We incorporated Claude. So we are trying them to see which one will be the best. We'll pick one of the AIs, either Claude or Gemini. ChatGPT incorporation, it's a little complex, so we don't want to use ChatGPT for now. Claude, very good. Gemini, excellent. So we are playing around them, okay, guys? So whatever the updates will be, we'll let you know. And when we talk, you know that we are not talking just from assumptions. No, we're talking from real data, true data, right? All right, at this point, I would say my name is Dr. Mola, and it is bye for now, guys. Guys, let's meet on Friday.